I actually have quite the rant for you guys today because guess what? The Underhaven channel received a copyright claim recently for a new type of content that we were trying to do on the channel. Basically what we were doing was we had a guest on, Scientist Sam, and with him we were riffing on some do-it-yourself videos that I found on Facebook. The entire reason why we had Scientist Sam on this episode is because these do-it-yourself videos are just completely rife with bad science. And if it's not bad science, then they're misleading. They try and cut away to different images to try and mislead you to something's purpose. Basically what we were trying to take a look at here is we were trying to see just how bullshit these do-it-yourself videos are that a lot of people see scrolling through Facebook. I know the reason why I want to talk about this is because I see these stupid do-it-yourself videos all the time when I'm scrolling through Facebook. I don't follow any of the actual pages that are doing it. I follow some pages that have like recipes and shit like that. That's really the only thing I follow on Facebook is just, you know, recipes and shit like that. No, I always get recommended these stupid do-it-yourself videos because normally it's actually done by companies who are trying to do the same type of shit. And I know for a fact that these Facebook pages have a lot of influences and reach a lot of people on Facebook, especially gullible old people and young people, because that's what Facebook really likes to fucking capitalize on the most. I think it's pretty apparent to everybody that Facebook likes to profit off people who aren't too fucking bright. And this page has over 6 million followers. MetDaan, do it yourself. What a great company. Well, it turns out if you actually look at their videos, you can find in the vast majority of their posts that everything that they say is either misleading or, like I said, it's just made up bad science that is just meant to make people waste their money. There's several examples that we gave in the stream of their videos and how just about every single one that we looked at, pretty much by random chance, all happen to have at least one thing in there that was misleading and capitalize on people who don't have that much money, and then they sucker those people into wasting even more money on shit that doesn't work. It's absolutely fucking bullshit. And you know what? It's kind of ironic because I wasn't expecting to ever do a rant video on Facebook at all, but here I am doing 2 consecutive rant videos about Facebook just because I guess Facebook finds a new way to piss me off at least once a month. But the worst part about it is this isn't even like an ordinary copyright claim where they just take away the revenue from your video and they still let it stay up. This video was blocked worldwide. They blocked the video worldwide, and the only way that they were going to allow me to actually keep the video up on YouTube is if I cut out the segment entirely, which was like over an hour of the fucking video. So I'm gonna have to upload that to Vimeo, put it on the Patreon or something like that. Unfortunately, I can't have it on YouTube, but I will have a way for you guys to go check that shit out. I will have a way to watch the full stream because we had an absolutely great fucking episode with Sam. And the part that's still up, like it is good, but I feel like the best part of that stream was us riffing on the do-it-yourself videos. This is like the perfect example of transformative content because it's not like we were just showing this shit on the screen, nodding our heads and agreeing with it. Entire point of us showing these do-it-yourself videos was to point out how bullshit they are. We had a legitimate actual scientist on there to refute this bullshit. You know, for Facebook, who claims that they like to actually have like fact checks for things, like they go ahead and they fact check even just the most simple bare bones memes. You guys can see my video on that. It was the last rant I did. Facebook claims to value fact checking so much, but they're not gonna let me have an actual scientist go on YouTube and refute one of their biggest fucking pages. But what? There's no consequence for one of Facebook's biggest pages literally going on YouTube, striking me down, and not letting my video be played anywhere just because I say some disparaging shit about one of their fucking pages that just happens to be showing fake science with an actual scientist to refute that shit. We actually showed with demonstrable evidence. A lot of the things shown in these videos were demonstrably bullshit. And even if it wasn't malicious, then it's still wrong and it still deserves to be pointed out. And the worst thing that you can possibly do is just go out and cover it up, because that just goes to show to me that the 7 million people following this page are being fed bullshit, and the people behind the page actually know that, and they're willing to go to any extent to cover it up just to keep their business going, just because they want those clicks and views. And that's another point that I want to make very fucking clear. This fucking page uploads videos like 17 times a day sometimes, and that's not an exaggeration. A lot of the tips that they show you in these videos, they're either reused from other videos or they're desperately grasping at straws. It's things that either people would never do or are so impractical that make no sense to do, especially when a lot of these are under the disguise of trying to, you know, save people money, and it ends up actually costing them more money because all the Facebook page wants you to do is, you know, feel like you're getting something out of it and actually get nothing. All it is a bunch of fucking deception, and this is just a case of the Facebook page trying to do what they can do to go and cover that shit up. Well, I'm not going to stop talking about these do-it-yourself videos. I will find a way to continue to talk about these videos. I'll find a way to avoid the fucking copyright claims because I'm not going to stop talking about this shit, and this video is the perfect example. If I have to do rant videos picking out the very worst of your fucking do-it-yourself videos and find a way to like present it in a way that you can't do a copyright claim claim, I will do that, because I will do whatever it takes, especially when someone like this is trying to cover up bullshit, to get that shit out there, because that's what needs to happen. Fuck these bullshit do-it-yourself videos on Facebook. I've only taken a look at one page so far, and I'm sure there's many others, so let me know if you have any experiences down below. Let me know if there's any pages that you know down below that are just like blatant scams on Facebook, because honestly, I was thinking about making this entire video just about the Facebook scams that I've been seeing lately in general, because there's multiple beyond just the do-it-yourself videos, but I feel like this was enough of a topic to rant about within itself, and I'm pretty sure that's mostly what I have to say on the subject. Just, I want to let you guys know that, yeah, for the first time in a while, we got a copyright claim on this channel. I was able to cut out the segment, and I'm gonna get the actual full stream that we did with the Scientist Sam up on Vimeo or up on some other service. It'll be up on Patreon as soon as I can get it there. And by the way, speaking of that, if you guys do want to consider supporting the channel, it's just $1 a month. You can sign up on Patreon and support us. Also, if you don't like Patreon, you can sign up for a YouTube membership. That's only $2. And I intend to do a little bit more coming up soon for both patrons and YouTube members. Drop a like, drop a comment. Both those help a lot. And even just you guys viewing, I really appreciate that shit. Thanks as always for listening to my fucking ranting. And as always, guys, stay toasty.